going on, fellow farmers? CJ Farms here, and today I'm bringing you guys actually a very special tutorial that I normally probably wouldn't do on FS22. But I found this mod, and this mod is done by a guy named Squigglze over on FS22 Mod Hub. And I will leave the link for this mod in the description below, guys. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is a cannabis mod, guys. This is a weed mod. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of show you guys around the farm here a little bit, as I have put almost literally every piece of this DLC down on this farm right here. And there's a lot of stuff that goes with this pack, guys. It's a lot of... Now, I know a lot of people are going to probably ask me, can you plant this directly onto the field? From my knowledge, I don't think you can. I haven't found any seeders or planters where you can plant these directly on your field. It's mainly like production work, so greenhouses, production factories, oil, CBD oil, CBD chocolate, stuff like that. That's mainly what this is. So I'm going to start you guys a tour, and we're going to be making our CBD right here today, guys. We're going to be starting here, and I'll explain to you guys in just a minute what these buildings do and why, what they do and how they work. So before we get started, I'm going to take you guys back over to the start of where I first set up. Now, setting up, guys, it took me about 3 hours just to set up for this tutorial, and that's counting, setting up everything, putting everything down, and learning a little bit about the mod myself. I didn't learn much because I'm going to be kind of going along and learning with you guys, okay? But I learned a little bit about 3 hours it took me to set up for this tutorial. Now, keep in mind, guys, everything you need for your greenhouses, all your required ingredients are going to be, you can get those from this silo right here, or you can get them from this, okay? And this right here is your water supply, all right, for your cannabis farm, all right? Over here, guys, this is going to be a building where you store your cannabis. So once you've growed it, you've dried it, trimmed it, processed it, and all that good stuff, you can then bring it over here and store it for later delivery or whatnot. This is actually a pretty cool little storage building right here. Nothing else opens on it. As you can see, it's got an intake and it's got an outtake. Now if we go right here and we click this, it will turn that light on and off in there. And I'm going to leave my help window on for you guys so you guys can kind of see everything that's going on and what I'm doing. And again, if you guys are interested in this mod, I will leave the link in the description below. Big shout out to Squigglze for this mod, as I know myself and a lot of people out there who probably don't really talk about it have waited for a mod like this to come to FS22 where we can actually grow our own cannabis. So it's really cool that Squigglze come up with this, and it's really brilliant, actually, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and let's go back over. So keep in mind, guys, anything you need as ingredients goes comes with the DLC, and you can get it from this silo or you can get it from this silo right here, okay? Water supply, silos with your ingredients, and your storage house for your cannabis, okay? Now over here I've got a couple of trailers. I think this is a really cool trailer right here. You can carry anything you want in here that comes with the DLC ingredients wise. And this is your trailer. Not too sure what this is for yet. I think it's to haul your stuff off. But I haven't really tested a lot of it out yet. There's my license plate right there. It's a smoke ring. So we're going to head back over to this part of the farm here, guys. We're going to head back over here. And then once we get back over here, I'm going to take you guys a tour. Actually, let's go over here first. So over here, guys, is going to be your factories. Your factories / sell points. These are all your sell points right here that comes with the DLC. Now, there is more in the pack. I don't think I might have missed some. I don't know if I did or not. But these are a lot of your factories and a lot of your sell points. There's some cool ones in here, guys. Trust me, there's some cool ones. So this one right here is actually pretty cool. I like this one. This one is Cheech and Chong glass, and it's got a bowl right there on top of it. I think that's really dope, man. Literally. There's Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong right there. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant, man. Big shout out to Squigglze for this mod. This right here is also another sell point or warehouse, or a sell point production plant, whatever you want it to be, which is right here. And I'm just going to touch on the basics here, guys. This here is Chronic Solutions, another production point or sell point. And then right here is probably one of my favorites besides one more. I love this one. It says Starbuds Coffee. Coffee. Starbuds Coffee. It says, I love cannabis and coffee. This is absolutely just brilliant, man. It's awesome. Over here is a campsite you can also put down. Now, what this allows you to do, guys, your campsite, it will allow you, so right here, you can go over here, and this will allow you to change into your wardrobe. If you go over here and click on your left thumbstick or whatever you're using, keyboard or whatever, just look at the key, it'll show you. That allows you to change your wardrobe. And then over here, you can turn the radio on and off, which I'll do it just for a second. Okay, I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to get copyrighted, okay? Right here, guys, you can turn your grill away from the fire. And you can also turn it back to fire. Now, you're wondering, yes, you can ignite a fire for your nighttime, okay? You come right here to where this flame is and just hit the hit the button, whatever it says to light the campfire. And there's your campfire right there, guys. So it's pretty cool how this works. And you've got some plants right here. And then inside this tent, of course, you've got a little lantern right here that you can turn on and off. And then you've got a sleep trigger right here. So it's pretty, I like how you put the sleep emoji in the sleep trigger. I think that's really cool. So let's go ahead and turn that off. And then you got some plants growing out here. Those are just props, guys. It's nothing you have to harvest or anything like it. It's just for looks. And then if we go over here, this is the house that comes with the DLC. So this is your own personal house. It's got your wardrobe as well as the sleep sugar right there. And this is your doggy's house. Now this part is really cool. If you walk up and like, let me feed my dog real quick. Okay, let me feed. His name is Tempo. And if you guys will look in there, it looks actually pretty cool. Check that out, man. Check it out. What does it say? It says Stoner Advisory Extreme High. Why is there a pig in there? Is that a collectible or something? Look at that little pig in there. That's pretty awesome. There's also another bowl inside, so he gets fed pretty good. He's also got a whatever this is. Is it a Christmas ornament? Or what is that to throw for him? What is this thing? Is that a... Okay, it's a Pokemon ball. That's pretty cool. So it's a Pokemon ball you can throw for him like that right there, and he'll go get it and bring it back. Now, right here, if you click this on the side of his doghouse, it turns these cool lights on inside the doghouse, which I think is really cool. What's up, buddy? See, he brought the ball back. Good boy. Who's the good boy? Who's the good boy? He's the good boy. You gonna smoke? You gonna smoke? All right. So, and then you can turn the light back off, of course. Now, if we go on over here, this is another production factory right here, /sell point. And then on over here, this is where your CBD oil gets made. So if you want to bring your cannabis over here and make CBD oil, this is the place to bring it to right here, guys. Just make sure, remember, I do have a tutorial on factories. If I remember, I'll link it here on how production factories work. But just remember, guys, before you are able to use these production factories, always remember that you have to go over and go to this little gear and go in your productions menu, and you want to make sure that you activate it, okay? If it's these two are not activated right here, it will not work, okay? So make sure those are activated if you want to make cannabis oil and you want to make CBD oil, okay? Just make sure those are activated, and your ingredients are right there. This requires cannabis and diesel, all right? So let's go back over to, so up here, this right here, this is another sell point, I believe, right here. Yeah, a sell point, production point. So this right here requires harvested cannabis and water. And we'll go over harvested cannabis and all that here in just a minute. And then if we go over in this direction, this is another production field. Now this one right here is probably my #1 favorite out of the whole DLC. I love this one the most. And I think you guys will too. So this is what you guys know as a honey farm, right? So if you put CBD and cannabis and honey together, what do you get? You get a honey blunt, right? So if you walk over here, you see that there's the KFC guy, but it says THC instead, and he's got a blunt in his mouth, which I think is really funny and really brilliant. I think that's absolutely amazing. Squigglze did a really good job on this mod, man. And over here, guys, if you go here, you will see that it requires trimmed cannabis waste and honey to make cannabis honey. So yeah, man. Anyway, won't go any further into that. And then over here, guys, you can actually open these doors. These will actually open up, in which in here he's got a disclaimer. Well, not really a disclaimer, but it's kind of a warning, more or less. I'm telling you about your fertilizer is unsafe for transportation. And then over here, I mean, guys, look at this. This is a cannabis factory, man. It looks so amazing. I'm so impressed. Right here, guys, is a light for inside. Turns all your lights on. So I just think it's really amazing. And both doors do open, if you guys are wondering. Both doors do open up. We're going to go ahead and close these back. And you can bring your intake right here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get over. And I do want to show you one more thing before we get over here and start putting our intake in. Right here, guys, this is going to be, I'll just show you, okay? So this is a sell point. This is obviously a sell point. Now, if you come over here, this actually has lights, right? It has lights. This one also has lights, right? Now, if you walk on the other side of it, you can change the wooden crates to concrete crates. See that? See how that works? It's actually pretty cool. But the coolest thing about this right here, and let's turn these lights on, as it does light up in green over here. The coolest thing about this, I can walk up to this little machine right here to steal some snacks. It's going to open the glass. And it's going to drop a snack on the ground. Now, I haven't been able to figure out how to keep these. I don't think you can. It just gives me an option to put them back. So once I put them back, there goes the joy. There goes the goodies. So that's kind of how that works. Let me go ahead and shut this down and shut this down, and then we'll shut this down as well. Now let's head on over to the main feature of this DLC and why I'm doing this tutorial. So this is our main building in which we're going to start, in which our main ingredients go in to start the process of our cannabis growth, right? So this one right here is where you actually plant your cannabis and get it growing, okay? Once it gets at full growth, it will spawn in pallets, which I believe spawn inside. They spawn inside the building, guys. So if we go up to these doors right here and we open them, okay, you will see a little leaf right here that gives you an indication, hey, this is where it spawns at. So everything will be spawned here, okay? Once it spawns here, you will take it out, and then we will then bring it over here to our dryer. This is what dries your cannabis, okay? Again, if you open this, your dried cannabis will be dumped off into here, okay? That's how that works. And then again, if we go over to this part, after your cannabis is dried, and you then bring it over here, and this is your cannabis trimmer. So what does this do? So when you put cannabis, for those who smoke cannabis, if you put cannabis on a plate and you get it and you want to cut it up, this is what that does for you. This is a cannabis trimmer. So you dump your dried cannabis into this machine right here. You lower the wheels down. It starts cutting the cannabis, brings it around here, and kind of gives it a spray, which is like, it's just water, but it cleans it. It cleans it out, brings it around here, brings it up this belt right here, and drops it down, and you bring your trailer under here and get your then trimmed cannabis, right? Your trimmed cannabis. After that, you will bring it over here to your processing plant, okay? You'll open these doors, and in here you will have your harvested cannabis. This is harvested cannabis right here, in which you will dump into here, and I'll show you guys how this building works as well. If you go over here and turn these lights on, see the lights up there? They're already on, but if I turn them off, you'll see the difference. And then turn them back on, it turns them lights on. And then these lights do the same thing. They turn those, what lights are they turning off? These on this side. Okay, so I'm not too sure which ones is turning on, but you guys kind of get the gist how it works. Okay, I see what it is. It's the amber lights. So the amber lights are spinning, but I don't see them lighting up. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But this is where your harvested cannabis goes. And from here, guys, once it's done, this is the last step of your growth, right? You bring it over here, you process it, and then once it's done processing, you can then take it out here and take it to a sell point of your choice. So wherever you want to sell it at, wherever you want to make, if you want to further produce it, you can take it, for example, to your honey production over there and make it into cannabis honey, right? You can take it over to your Starbuds and make it into chocolate honey. You can make oil, CBD, or cannabis oil. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. With that said, I'm going to finally get the tutorial, guys. I just wanted to show you guys, and I need to explain every little thing to you so you guys kind of know how it works. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in here, and I have no ingredients in yet, but what we need over here is we need fertilizer, we need soil, and we need water, okay? So before we put that in, I'm going to take you guys in and take you a little tour of this, because this is the coolest building out of the entire DLC. I love this building. So if we go over here you guys do have a light switch right here that turns the lights on and off. We're going to leave those on for right now, and then we're going to go in this next room. Okay, and this is the cool room right here. This is the cool room right here, guys. So if you close this door, we're going to close that up. And then over here, guys, as you can see, this is where your cannabis are going to start growing. Okay, this is where the growth process starts taking place. Now, if we turn these on, if I can get it to, okay, so the lights are working on. Sorry, guys. So that's your lights on right there. And then this is a really cool light. Let me go ahead and make sure this one's off. Okay, so that one's off. And then, so you want these on because these are your heat lamps that helps the cannabis to grow more, right? Gives it heat. It needs heat to grow, okay? You can't very well put it out in the sunlight unless you live somewhere like in California or Colorado, and there's one other state where it's legal at. But if you go here, guys, this gear, it will, and you go to the productions menu, it will tell you it requires Fox Farm soil and Fox Farm grow big fertilizer and water, which your soil and your fertilizer all comes with the DLC, okay? So you ain't got to worry about that, guys. I do have a lot of stuff down, as you guys can see over here, but make sure, guys, as always, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to activate this to make sure that it's running so that when we put our ingredients in, it starts growing, okay? So I did activate it. We're going to go ahead and go out of that. Now, in this next room is something that's probably going to just blow your mind, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open the door up first, and in here you have your big plant, right? This is the big cannabis plant. And if we go over here and turn this switch on, it turns another heating light on in here, in which you would naturally close the door behind you so that it gets plenty of heat on the plant itself. And then over here, there's another light switch you can switch on and off right there. But in my personal opinion, I would leave that light off just so the heat lamp is solely focused on the plant. You don't want anything taking that heat away from your plant. I wouldn't know, but anyway, let's go out and let's go ahead and close this door up. And let's shut that light off. And then we're going to leave these lights on. And the coolest part about this building is this feature right here. All right, so we do have an elevator that goes upstairs into a whole nother area of this building. So let's go over here. Let's hit the elevator button to go up. As we go up, guys, you're going to see more cannabis upstairs. And up here, ladies and gentlemen, there's not much to really see up here. I mean, it's got your ventilation that pulls the moisture out of the building, which keeps the cannabis kind of dry, and that way by the time it goes over to the drying production, it's ready to be dried, and it's almost, it's pretty much almost there anyway. So right here you got a light switch, and these fans are just strictly to this one here is to keep it cool, and that one is to keep the moisture out. So let's go ahead and go back, but that's pretty much all there is to this building, guys. I just think this is a really cool little feature. Let's go ahead and let's head down. All right, and we're now going to start putting our ingredients in. This may be a bit of a lengthy tutorial, guys. Right here, you got another light switch you can turn on. Again, I in my personal opinion, I would leave it off. And in here, guys, this takes you back outside, okay? And then I'll show you guys where your pallets spawn at, which are going to be right over here. If you open this, I think I showed you guys that. Yeah, your pallets spawn here. Your ingredients go where the trailer is, okay? So if you've got your icons on, then you'll know where everything goes. So we're going to start by putting in let's put in our water first. Let's move this tractor out of the way. And let's put in our water first, because it is a bigger truck. It's going to take a little bit to get that water in there. Let's head up to our water truck. These trucks here are made by 82 Studio, man. Big shout out to 82 Studio for this truck. These trucks are absolutely amazing. I'm going to try and cut it back that way. I tried to put 82 Studio, if you ever watched me, I tried to post in your Facebook group, and you took my post down. So I don't know if I'm allowed to post over there or not, but he took my post down. So I may not have been allowed to post there, but I want you to know, man, I put a post up in there because I didn't see any rules about not posting in your Facebook group. So maybe I just overlooked it, and if I did, I apologize. So we're going to back this up in here, guys. As you can see, we're going to start dropping our water in a little bit at a time. And this is going to take probably every bit of water that's in this trailer, but I've already got the next part ready to go. So like the weed that's already grown, the cannabis already grown, is sitting right over there in that trailer right there. And then our harvested cannabis and then our trimmed cannabis, it's all ready to go, so I can show you guys how this works without having to wait on the process of the production factory to take place. But I'm going to show you how this how this works. So we're going to put the water in. Like I said, it's going to take every bit of water. Let's go ahead and pull out. And let's pull this right down here. Thing's got a terrain horn on it, man. Let's hop out. Let's go around. Let's grab our tractor. And I'm about to pull a little bit closer because these little trailers are really hard to back in, especially when you're driving a big tractor like this. Now, this is our Fox Farm soil right here that we were just looking at a while ago in the production menu. This is our soil. Over there is our big bag fertilizer, okay? So I'm going to try to back this in here as easy as I possibly can. Oh, come on, come back out, come back out. All right, let's take it back in there again. I want to get it like in the building so it's, see what I mean, guys? It's so tricky. So it's like kind of realistic, you know what I mean? So now we're gonna, that's what the trailer looks like when it drops the soil. And again, it's probably gonna take all the soil that's in this trailer. And this is going to, you know, get the soil in there and all the plants. And then once we put in our fertilizer, it will start going. I don't know why it doesn't require seeds, because there is cannabis seeds. I'm not too sure why it doesn't require that. I might have overlooked it. As a matter of fact, you know what? Speaking of that, let me go look while that's taking place. Let me go look and see if I maybe perhaps missed that, because I don't know why it wouldn't take seeds. No, it just takes soil, fertilizer, and water. So yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't take seeds though. You would think the first part of the process would definitely take seeds, but that's just the way it is, I guess. All right, so the soil is done. We're going to pull this back out. And we're going to detach the that because we're going to be using this tractor again here in a minute. Let's go ahead and hook up. Now, this van does come with the DLC as well as the trailer. Pretty cool. You can actually open the doors on the side. You can also open the doors in the back like that. And you can also open the door on the other side there, as you guys can see. So, pretty cool stuff. Let me go ahead and close this. And you can load stuff in this van as well, guys. You can carry whatever you want in this van. Like, this van is totally undercover. This is the Squigglze van. Figured I would use it just to give them a little shout out. But we're going to back this. Why is my... No, fold that back up. I don't know why that was down. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and back this up in here. Now, if you don't have the right ingredients, you will not see that prompt come up to dump your ingredients in there, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. And that's kind of what it's going to look like when your fertilizer dumps out. That's kind of what that trailer looks like. Now, I do recommend using this trailer for all your ingredients, because I tried to use the bigger trailer that we first looked at a while ago, guys, that big red one with the weed symbol on the side of it flashing, and it didn't seem to want to work for me, and that might have just been on my end. But I would recommend using these trailers for all your ingredients that you're going to use this DLC, okay? Again, it's probably going to take all the ingredients, and so you guys kind of get the gist of how it works. And now that everything is in, everything is going in, if we go back and we check our production menu, right? We go back in here and open it up, you're going to see that it's full of fertilizer, it's got soil in there, and it's got water. Now, if you guys will look down there in the right bottom corner of the screen, if you guys see that right now where it says right bumper and it says activate automatic irrigation, I think that is a super cool feature, because what automatic irrigation does is it automatically puts water in the plants for you, and you don't have to do it, right? You don't have to come back and keep watering. You just bring your water one time, you fill it, and it automatically sprays the water in for you. If you don't turn this on, I think you have to keep bringing water back. So we're going to activate that, and it'll tell you right there when this system is turned on, the water will automatically be refilled, and fees will be charged to your account. So we're going to click yes. Automatic irrigation system is now activated, okay? So we don't have to worry about water. It does it itself now. And now this will start growing. And it takes, a handful of days, guys, for greenhouses and production plants to really take place. It's not something that can be done by your dash time or time lapse. It's all right. So I think that's it for fertilizer. Did it take it all? Oh yeah, it's full. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. And so the next step for us would be to, obviously, once it grows, what we would do then is we would have cannabis, right? And our cannabis is going to be over here in this trailer. This is what your cannabis will look like when it comes out of that production plant right there. It's going to look just like it does in this trailer right here, okay? So we're going to back up and hook up to that. And that is your cannabis. That looks what it looks like when it comes out of that factory. We're going to open this up. And again, guys, make sure you go to this little gear, open your production menu, and make sure you activate it, okay? Make sure you activate it. Again, we're going to turn on the automatic irrigation system by hitting the I key and turning it on. This one just requires harvested cannabis right there, as you can see. And the output you're going to get is dried cannabis. So once we get the dried cannabis, we'll then take it over and take it to the trimming factory here, okay? So let's go ahead and let's back this up in here. Easy does it, easy does it, easy does it, easy does it. And right there it goes, guys. We are dumping it in there. So there goes your cannabis right there. It's pouring in, and that's what this is right here, guys. It's spinning that cannabis around, and I believe, is there a light switch? I don't know if there's a light switch in this. I don't think there's a light switch in this one, guys. I don't think there's any lights in here at all, to be honest about it. So we'll just wait on that to pour out, and then once this is done, it'll probably take it all. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't think there's a light in here at all. Yeah, there's not a light at all. So once this pours out, then we'll go over and I'll show you guys how to go a step further and trim your cannabis. I think this mod is really cool, and I can't wait to use it in the farm sim farm. I'm going to bring it over to Fox Farms. So we're going to pull this out. And so after that step, we would then go over and we would now have dried cannabis, right? In which your dried cannabis is going to look like this right here. So what you would do is you would get your dried cannabis in the trailer, okay? And that would spawn out. That would spawn out right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to spawn out right here. Just make sure you know where your spawn points are, okay? So that dried cannabis will spawn out right here. And then you would pick it up in a trailer. You bring your trailer up and load it up if you want to. And then you would just simply bring it up here, right? And we're going to hook up to this trailer. And then I'm going to simply just dump my dried cannabis into there. And while it's dumping over into there, I'm going to come over here and see that little power button, guys. I'm going to lower the cutter. It's going to bring the cutter down. It's going to start trimming the cannabis and getting everything ready to go. It's going to start cutting it, cleaning it, and all that good stuff. While it's dropping in there, I'm letting it cut so it'll be fresh. Oh gosh, guys. And then right here, if you click on this, guys, make sure it's activated. Mine's already activated, but this one takes dried cannabis, and it also takes diesel, so we do have to put diesel in this one as well. So let's go ahead, and once this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the diesel truck while we're waiting. So this is our diesel truck. So somehow or another, guys, you're gonna have to get this diesel truck up there or wherever you dump it at, and it's gonna have to spawn into, or I mean not spawn, I'm sorry. You'll have to figure out a way to get it up there, and I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how we're going to do it. But somehow or another, guys, you might want to get a smaller trailer. I wasn't thinking about that. But you might want to get a smaller trailer. Let's take this back down and bring it right here. And we're going to hop out. I'm going to jump. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to get, I'll be lucky to get this trailer up there. I'll be very lucky to get this trailer up here to dump my diesel in. I'll be very lucky. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but you guys kind of get the gist of how it works. If it doesn't work out, you guys get the gist of how it works. If my voice is going in and out, guys, I'm sorry. I have a new microphone that I'm still trying to get used to. Oh, that's not gonna work either. That's not gonna work either. I got to get it in there just a little bit more. Come on, come on. I do not. Okay, so as long as you get it up there just a little bit, like right there, you can start dropping your diesel in. So there it goes. There goes the diesel. Oh, that is not realistic at all whatsoever. So the diesel's in. I think that's all it's going to take. Anyway, I am going to try to get it up there a little straighter just in case that's not all the diesel it takes. So let's get a running start at it. There we go. All right, so I think it's full of diesel at this point. I hope I'm not hung up. Yeah, I think it's full of diesel, so, and I'm not going to chance anyway. Let's pull this back over here. We're going to put that right there. And now at this point, once it comes out of the trimmer, okay, once it comes out of the trimmer, you are then going to have, I believe, trimmed, what is it again? I'll look at it. let's see here. Nope. Production menu. You would then have, trimmed cannabis. You would then have trimmed cannabis, which is what it looks like right here, in which you would just hop into a tractor or something, back it up, and your drop-off point is going to be right there where that trailer is, guys, and you're just going to drop it off like that. It's going to start doing its thing. It's going to start doing its thing and going in there like that, and there it goes, guys. There it goes. And that's literally the last part of growing your cannabis in here. Now I'm going to show you guys the greenhouses too in just a minute. This might be a pretty lengthy tutorial, but I'm going to show you guys how the greenhouses work as well, because I think it's a very important aspect of this tutorial and of this mod in general. But it's taking all of that. It's taking all that cannabis. Look at that. It smells like a skunk died up in here. Sang. Anyway, we're gonna once this comes out, guys. Again, your spawn pallets will come out right here where these little squares are. Your spawn pallets will come out right here, okay? And then which you will have a finished product. And then after you have a finished product, like I told you guys a while ago, you can go over here and sell it at a sell point of your choice, in which I probably should have demonstrated that. Let me go like this. Let me bring it out. And I'll just use my easy development controls here real quick, guys, if I can find out cannabis seeds, cannabis sack, trim cannabis. We just want cannabis. So there we go right there. So now we've got actual cannabis. So we're going to take this over and try to sell to the sell point. If I don't do it right, guys, please forgive me. I'm new at this and I don't know much about the mod. So let's try and sell it. Let's try and sell it at a production point where we don't have it activated. Let's go right here. Mass roots. Let's go right here. All right, so right there, as you guys can see, money's going up. Let's see how much a trailer full of cannabis actually pays us. I'm so anxious to see how much this pays us, because a trailer full of cannabis. Let's see how good it pays. So from there, guys, you would grab the cannabis, which is fully done and fully ready to go, and you would bring it to a sell point of your choice, whichever one you want to do. Or you can turn on the productions by activating in your production menu, and you can further produce it into whatever you want it to be. As I said, cannabis oil or CBD oil. It's whichever one you want. So I'm anxious to see how much this is going to give us for a full trailer of cannabis. I don't know how many times I said cannabis. Let's see how much. Wow, over $1 million, guys. Over $1 million. Over almost $1.3 million for a trailer that size full of cannabis. 1.3. Wow, holy shnikes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a cannabis farm. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Alright, guys, so we're going to move on over to, let me detach that right there. We're going to move on over, actually, I probably should have kept that. Yeah, let me keep at least one trailer. So we're going to move on over to the greenhouses, guys. I already do have one up and running. I think it's got something that's ready to be spawned, which isn't much. But I'm going to show you guys how these greenhouses work, and there's a couple other cool little features over here I want to show you guys with this DLC. I think it's really, really cool. So we're going to drive through here. And over here, guys, you are going to find a large greenhouse, a medium greenhouse, and that's a large greenhouse. And then you also have a small greenhouse. I believe that's a small. Let me look here real quick, guys, and I will look. And guys, when you install the mods, I'm going to show you where to find them at. If you go into your store, okay, you can go to mods and DLCs, and you'll find it right here, Squigglze Cannabis DLC. Now, this is for the equipment and the vehicles that you're going to need. You got seeds right here, your fertilizer, your clone, your pallets, and your soil pallets, right? There's your diesel trailer, and there's your cannabis bulk trailer, and right here is your, okay, so that's a dryer. That's a dryer to dry your, okay, I see what it's for now. This right here is your trailer that I've been using, guys, and the van I've been using. Now, the van has different textures. I think it's got one, and you can do eggs or whatever you want. You can do you want the cannabis DLC, if that's what you're working with. Now, the designs are really cool. We can do like the Postmates. We can do Instacart, which disguises it. There's Raw. And there is the master of cannabis himself right there, Mr. Snoop Dogg. Oh, that's so funny. There's Fox Farm right there. I think that's pretty cool how you disguise the van. There's a FedEx. USPS right there, Amazon, UPS, and then there is his van right there that I've got, guys. I think that's pretty cool. Now, if you want to actually put down like the greenhouses and stuff, here's what you're going to do, all right? You're going to go into your store. You're going to go down to others, go to construction, and then you're going to go over to where it says Cannabis DLC, okay? And right here, guys, is going to be your grow houses, processing, cannabis silos, stores, factories, and extras, okay? It says stoner extras. I think that's pretty cool. It does have a flag right here, which you guys probably seen in my thumbnail. Now, over here, the grow houses, this is what we started with, guys. So if I go back over to this part right here, this is kind of what we started with. So the first house right here, guys, that is this one right. Nope, that is not it. I'm sorry. Processing. You want to go to processing. That will be this house right here, or this processing unit. And then this is your drying barn, your trimming factory, your cannabis facility, and then your seed extractor. So I didn't show that to you guys. I forgot to show that to you. Let me show that to you real quick. I'm not going to demonstrate it, guys. I'm just going to show it to you. I do have it set up over here. I believe it's over here on this side of the... Right here it is, guys. So here's your seed extractor. So now you can take the cannabis from there and you can take it over to your production to sell it, or you can bring it here and turn your cannabis back into your seed. I believe that's what that's for, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what it requires. Oh, I didn't want to activate it. So it requires harvested cannabis. So you just bring your harvested cannabis straight from the first building over to here, add some water with it, and you then get cannabis seed. So that's pretty cool how that works, man. That's so great. That's so great. So in other words, guys, you bring it from this building right here over to that seed extractor, and then just add some water with it, and then you would get cannabis seed. Now back over to our greenhouses, discussing those and learning about our greenhouses, wherever they might be. Okay, right here is where our greenhouses are. So I'm going to drop down right here, and then let me go over here and just shut my tractor. I'm going to show you guys around the greenhouses here real quick. So this is, I want to tell you guys right, so let me make sure I'm telling you guys right. Let's go back into the store. Let's go to construction and go to Cannabis DLC. And if you go over to, I believe, is it factories? Where's the greenhouses? Okay, grow house. It's your grow houses, guys. If you go to grow houses, right here is your large, medium, small, and your cannabis extra large greenhouse. So it's the extra large. So this right here, let's see, this is the one. So this is the one we're looking at right here, guys. This is the large, okay? And then if we move over to this one is your extra large, okay? And then if we move on over, this one here is your small. This is your small greenhouse, okay? And then over here is your medium. So it's a little backwards, I think, but maybe I just got it backwards. It's probably just me. And then right here, guys, you've got a big grow shed, which we'll look at here in just a minute, which I've got placed down right here. That thing is super, super cool, guys. Can't wait to show it to you. So in the greenhouse, they're just like the factories, guys. They require certain ingredients to grow certain things, okay? So if we go, now you can open the doors in your greenhouse and you can go in if you want to. This is the one that I already have in the process of working, okay? So I've already added the required ingredients. Don't forget, guys, that these greenhouses, which I do have tutorials on those, you can add extension water tanks to make your water produce a little faster. So, for example, those water tanks I got right there, if I go to the store and go to construction, all right, let me back up a little bit. And if I go over to silo extensions, all right, you're going to find those green water tanks right here. And if you go out this way, you're going to see that it says this supplementary water tank must be placed near a greenhouse. And once you get close enough to a greenhouse, right, like somewhere right here, just for example, I could pop it down right there, and it's now going to add water to that greenhouse. So now I have 4 tanks, which I don't need. I'm going to get rid of one. I don't need 4 of those. But that's kind of how that works. And you also got other water tanks here that you can use. There's another water one right there, another small one. If you want a small one in there, you can put it there. Anyway, guys, I'll link my tutorial on greenhouses here. If you want to check that out, you can go look at that. If I remember to do it. So in this, guys, the required ingredients for this is going to be water, Fox Farm soil, Fox Farm Crow Big fertilizer, and cannabis clones. Okay, so again, you can find all of your ingredients down in those silos that I showed you a while ago. Okay, now if we go over here to this one right here, these all require something. Now these require the same thing as that one, I believe. Let me check. This one you have to go inside. Let me slow down so I'm not running like I'm on cannabis. This one requires, yeah, same thing. Same exact thing. So, again, guys, just make sure they're activated. As you guys can see, I've got water supplies on all these. And then there is the other greenhouse right there. Now, let's go back down to this extra large greenhouse, because I think this is the coolest one. Now, again, it has a radio right here that you can turn on. I'm going to do it just for a second. All right, and that's it. And then right here, you've got some pretty cool lights that you can... which I think they were already on. Yeah, they were. So this is what it looks like without the lights on, guys. With the lights on, it puts off a pretty little purple shine. All right? Just like some good stuff. All right, so now right here, if you go here, this requires only water and cannabis seeds, all right? And as you guys see, I put some in, all right? But I will grab my tractor and trailer, okay? And in my trailer, I'm going to put cannabis seeds. So I'm going to go to my easy development controls. And keep in mind, guys, this is only a mod for PC. You can't play this on console or anything like that. So I'm going to fill this with cannabis seed, wherever that is, right there. So we're going to fill it up. And we're going to take this over, and we're going to dump it in. I'm just going to demonstrate one greenhouse for you guys, because the video is already going on like 41 minutes. Oh, and I completely passed it up. And it might be a little shorter than that by the time I edit it, but right now my time is 41 minutes in the video, so I don't want to make it too long, even though it's a very interesting mod. So once you get in here, guys, you're gonna dump your required seed in there just like that, and it might take it might take it all, and we need to go back. While that's doing that, guys, we're gonna go back and get our water trailer as well, wherever that is right here. Let's go ahead and fill that up with water. Okay, so that's filled. We're gonna bring this over to the greenhouses. You are going to need water and cannabis seeds for your extra large greenhouse. Keep in mind, the only one that takes different ingredients and less ingredients is your extra large cannabis house. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. So we're going to bring this over here. Y'all hear that J break? You like that? All right. So once that's done, and that's probably good right there. That's probably good right there. Just to give you guys an example, we're going to pull this out. And I'm going to bring this in, which you'd bring your water in. Now, this is probably a little bit too big to bring in here, but you don't need something, you obviously don't need something this big, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that we're going to go ahead and put the water in. The water is now draining. And if we go to our production menu, right, and every once in a while, guys, if you're standing next to this, if you got the automatic irrigation system on, every once in a while you hear the sprayers go off, okay? So make sure that your automatic irrigation system is turned on, okay? Make sure it's on. And right there, guys, water and cannabis seeds, and it is activated. So every once in a while, and I wish it would do it right now, but it's probably not going to. But if you stand close enough to this, you'll hear the irrigation system go off, and you'll hear I didn't recall seeing it earlier, but I did hear the water going there, but I didn't see no water spray. But it was really cool nonetheless being able to hear it. So now if we go back in our production menu, guys, and go back into here, you're going to see that we have full water. And now the irrigation system is on. We don't have to worry about coming back for water. It's going to do it for us, okay? Cannabis seeds, it could probably use a little more. We've got 83,294 liters of cannabis seeds, and we've got 370,000 liters of water. So that is plenty to, to keep it busy for a while. Don't do that. Nope. Yep, and it's full of water. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out right here. I think that's pretty much it, guys, for the Cannabis DLC. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you. Oh, is it doing it? I really wanted to do it right now because, and it might have just been something I was hearing. It might have just been me hearing things because I'm getting old. But I could have sworn a while ago that I heard an irrigation system go off in here. There it is. Oh, am I hearing things? What is it? Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I am going to take it down to nighttime so you guys can kind of check out the campfire and what it looks like. So let's go ahead and let's take take it down to like nighttime. Let's take it down to complete nighttime. And I'm going to now take you guys over to the camp spot, and we're going to fire that up. So I'm going to drop down here. And we're going to go over here to the campfire. And this is what the campfire looks like. And I'll take that window off for you guys. This is what the campfire looks like at night, guys. So it looks pretty dope, man. I really dig the way it looks. And again, if you walk over to this, guys, you can extinguish your fire, or you can ignite it. At nighttime, I would definitely leave it on, as it does look super cool. And you can turn your grill away from it. I don't know that you can put anything in that little pot right there. I don't think you can. Pot. I don't think you can put anything in there. Yeah, you can't. You can't. But that's pretty much it for the DLC, guys. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you. Let me go back to noontime so we got some light. Let me reload the weather. That happens every time. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Cannabis DLC. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all, so you never miss any future content that I post, guys and girls. Don't forget that I will have this DLC linked down below in my description at the very top. I will also pin it in the comments. And guys, be sure to come join the brand new CJ Farms Discord, and come in there and chat with me. Share your screenshots of Farming Simulator. We want to see your farm sim career in that Discord, guys. We love seeing those screenshots of your farm. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is CJ Farms, and one crop at a time, we're helping America grow, or one cannabis at a time, we're helping America grow. I will see you all in the next video.